Be almost break even. My average was 57. Actually looks pretty good. If it breaks out of that downward triangle, basically above 60, it would look pretty good.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
Yeah. I've got like a descending triangle drawn out on my chart, and right now it's kind of double bottoming. Yeah, I was a little impatient on that one because I got assigned at 57. I told myself I wasn't going to stop out unless it broke the lower of the triangle. Then I started thinking about like how much fucking money I would lose with all my shares if it broke below 49. I was like, I don't want to lose that much money on Snapchat. I had way more shares than I needed to have. Yes, back above the monthly VWAP. Pretty good. Nice little dragonfly hammer yesterday. Needs to get back above that like 4180 range. A little bit of volume coming in on Bitcoin. Pretty decent volume, actually. Silver did not like that Fed news for some reason. The cryptocurrency news. Here we go, Neo. Keep going. Retail coming back. Airlines coming back. Neo pushing again. AG not really doing much. Didn't like that daily pivot. Bitcoin bouncing a little bit. Let's keep an eye on Neo, see if it will finally break this level. Little Momo pinch coming in on Neo 5-minute bullish. 15-minute bear trap being signaled. 1 hour gaining momentum as well. 4 hour gaining momentum, getting ready to confirm the bottom. And daily gave you a bottom warning. Yeah, looks good. I think Neo wants to go higher for sure. See if it can break this 3460. Hey, Immortal, what's going on? The bonds are down a little bit today. Fang actually has a massive ascending triangle on the 5 minutes, so it looks like it wants to go higher. I know Facebook looked really good earlier. Yeah, whoever asked about Facebook when it had that ascending triangle earlier, you did break out of that. Came back for a retest, tried to push higher. Doesn't really have a lot of buyers here is the problem. Inflation report, what's going on? I like your name. Bitcoin looking for another leg down, you think? So far the bounce has been pretty good. You definitely are bear flagging though. On the 5 minutes, so this could be a little trap. And maybe it pulls back. But so far the bounce is pretty solid. You have a lot of support around 36, a lot of support around 38. So honestly, as long as you hold that level, I would not be betting on a move down. Basically, everything that
So-
happens in between this is chop, and anything below here, so like this little upper area, I would probably have like a little short bias. So like if it was like this, I would lean bearish. If it's down here towards this level, I would lean bullish. It's just a standard range.
What's up, Kitoy?
All good, man. How's it going?
Good, good, good. How's the family?
Yeah, Mortal, I hear that.
Excellent news. Yeah, they're good, mate. You were going to say how's the family, aren't you? Oh, they're good. Sorry, I'm just scoffing salad and I don't want to do it down the mic.
You use dressing?
Yeah, it's got like it's like a balsamic and olive, but it's got like herbs and stuff in it. It's from a Lebanese place. It's got like falafel in it and stuff.
Nice.
Damn good.
Hey, Donnie, you said rising wedge broke on Bitcoin 15 minute. Maybe it dropped to the lower 30s to form a double bottom. 15 minute, let's see. I'm guessing you were just talking about like all the way from the lows. Do you mean something like that? Or you could probably tighten this up, maybe take it like that. Yeah, I see what you mean. No, I like that. It's a good take. Basically, same thing that I was saying earlier. Lots of resistance up here. So as it approaches those levels, you want to be a short bias trader, kind of up in this area. So for now, you could come back down to retest the support, maybe put in like a double bottom here. Then try to push higher. But for now, I definitely would lean more bearish.
We need to figure a way to see your screen when you're streaming, man, because you're like talking about stuff. I know I can go on YouTube, but it's kind of delayed for me as well.
I can simultaneously stream it in Discord. Let me see.
Can you? How's you and yours, C's anyway? You all good?
It's just lower quality. 720p on Discord instead of 1080 on YouTube.
Oh, that's all good, man. Oh, that's cool. I can see it. Nice one. Thank you.
Yep. That was a fake out on Bitcoin. Now you're getting a lot of sells. I've been trying to turn off a lot of my indicators for stream to keep my charts nice and clean so you guys can see what I'm kind of talking about. I don't know how you guys use standard candle colors. They're just so bad.
I use hollow.
I mean, like, not having the OTS on. Like, not having the OTS candle colors on makes it, like, this is so much better. It's just so choppy without having something that overrides the chop, you know what I mean? That is so much more appealing. Let's see. What do you guys use on the right to show the big... This is aggr.trade. It's a free website. Do you guys watch Benjamin Cohen? He's a very scientific method towards TA. Dude works at NASA. No, I haven't seen that. Yeah, big trap on Bitcoin there on the short time frame. Tried to push higher, then it got nuked. Is the bot in a sell signal? The bot's still in a buy. 1 minute just flipped into a sell. No 5 minute yet. 15 minutes still in a sell, so this is a little trap so far. 1 hour still in a buy, but you are taking profit. Hey, Alan, what's going on? What do I think will happen next on Bitcoin? It's a hard call, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. All I know is we're hitting a lot of support. Ethereum is bouncing off the monthly VWAP. Bitcoin's bouncing off a monthly VWAP and all kinds of levels at 30K. Almost every single form of TA lines up with 30K being a big support. So as long as 30K holds, I would lean slightly bullish. Like I said, I would not be going in with like lots of leverage. If you're looking at getting in, you would want to be like dollar cost averaging. Be willing to add on if it goes lower. But yeah, I think as long as 30K holds, 28K, you would definitely want to lean bullish. But I think the bull cycle is over. It's very, very rare that we see like a massive bull market and then it has that really strong liquidation event and then we go right back into a massive bull market. We saw it a few times. Like we saw it in like 2017. We had a few small dips in 2019, but I don't feel like we're going to go back to the way we were for some time. I think it's going to go sideways. It's going to chop out a lot. We'll have to see. This is the bot that we're working on. It's giving the sell signals. It's currently in development. It's not been released yet. We have a beta test that's ongoing in Discord. Then we also have a beta test. If you check my pinned tweet on Twitter, you can see how to get access. But yeah, it's not out yet. Still in a sell signal on the daily. The weekly is actually triggering a sell signal, but this triggered at like 42K. So that move kind of already happened. 8 hours still in a sell. 4 hours still in a sell. The 1 hour is starting to chop out a little bit. Most time frames in sells though.
I'm in a sell.
Are you shorting?
Yeah.
Is there a 1 hour trend line here?
I almost got stopped out actually. 43.5 is my stop loss.
Yeah, you can kind of call that a trend line there. We are filling that. My Twitter is at the top, right up here. This is my Twitter, and then this is my YouTube. You guys are already on YouTube, though, so you should know what that is. But yeah, that's my Twitter right there. This looks like a bear flag getting ready to break out to the downside, so I would be careful here.
So on the way down, I drew some lines, right? And what I like to do sometimes when I draw trend lines is I clone them and see if they fit in to other areas. And when we were at like 50K and we started dropping, I drew a trend line and saw that it tried to break down to the downside, came back, tried to break out upside, and then went down that last big dump. And I just cloned it again and tried to put it, and it fits perfectly at top. Let me copy it so you can see.
So Poncho, you asked about Doge. You're kind of stuck between two major levels here. You got a lot of support down here, which would be like the point of origin, also the monthly VWAP. And then you have a lot of resistance up here, where we have pivots. We have like an SR flip. So we're kind of stuck between two zones. That's why you're getting a lot of chop. You bounced here, but now we're selling here. So until we reclaim this upper level, around like 46, you can't really buy that unless you're buying the support. You're either buying the support or you're buying the breakout. Depends on which kind of trader you want to be. You're not buying here. This is a really bad buy because you're buying resistance. You're either a breakout trader or you're a pullback trader. Or you could short here. You could short Doge with a stop loss kind of above that area, but that'd be a little riskier, shorting after a dump like that. You're short since 41, nice. Yeah, Mortal, I'm not gonna like make that I'm not gonna like make the call yet if the bull cycle's over, but I definitely feel like it is. We need to see like at least another week or two of data to confirm. But I definitely am leaning towards it being over for sure. What is it going to do in a bear market? Take a look at 2018. Take a look at when 2019 ended. You'll get an idea. 2018 entered a very long bear market. 2019 entered a pretty choppy bear market as well. The bear markets on crypto, they don't last that long. They're not like multi-year bear markets. But they are very hard to trade if you're trying to like trend trade. Digibyte? I haven't heard that name in a long time, dude. What's their ticker? DGB? Yeah, here it is. I have not heard that name in a long time. It looks a lot like Doge, where you kind of have two zones. You have like a zone right here, where it's kind of like an SR flip. And then you have a lot of support down here. Yeah, it's almost identical to Doge. Lots of support, lots of resistance. We're kind of stuck. So you're either buying the breakout or you're buying the support. You can't really buy here. Basically, a lot of charts look the same right now. If you didn't buy yesterday, you can't really buy today. You missed your buying opportunity. If you didn't buy yesterday, you're either waiting for it to retest some, not like the bottom, but like at least a little bit towards the bottom, or you're waiting for it to show confirmation that it is going to go higher. You can't really just buy the bounce right now. It's a little late. Appreciate that, Poncho. Let me see. You said I looked at Auto USD a couple days ago. Let me take a look at it. Yeah, I'll pull it up. Yeah, so I think I remember I said that it was too new. It didn't really have a lot of data for me to judge it on. It obviously dropped with everything else yesterday. The key level on this chart is like that range low right there. You see that range low, which pushed you up into that high. Then you put lower high on the pivot, and then we nuked. So you need to reclaim that level around like 1950, and then we could push back into that pivot around 3400. Justo, I can send you a link to our page. You can look at all the indicators. What's the easiest way to do that? Let me do this. This page right here. Oh, it's not going to give me a link because I'm not on. Can I share this?
Hey, bro, AMD's about to break out.
The hell
Oh,
are
copy
you
link. Here we
listening
go.
to? The hell are you
You're like
listening
stuck
to?
in some 1980s movie in Miami or something.
If you take a look at that page and go to my scripts, this has all of our indicators, so you can take a look at them. I'll just quickly go over them here for stream. This is the bot that's in development. This comes with the Momo. This is a free indicator. This is another one, another free indicator. Free indicator. That's decommissioned. Free indicator. This is bundle exclusive. Bundle exclusive, bundle exclusive. which the bundle exclusives all come with the quarterly Discord. Free indicator, free. Premium comes with the quarterly. Premium comes with the quarterly. Same thing here. And then this one comes with the monthly, and this one comes with the monthly. So the monthly gets all the free indicators and the Oasis Trading Suite. And then quarterly gets literally everything on here except for this one here. It's just decommissioned.
Free.
Yeah, if you click on these, they'll give you a nice write-up, and it will go over them. And then I think you're already in the Discord. If you check the... Oh, actually, those are not available to the $30 tier. If you go to my YouTube and go to my my playlist, there's a playlist of all the indicators on there, and there's a ton of videos that go over all the indicators.
You know that TurboTax free?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Free. That goes with freaking Johnny's music, man. 1980s Miami Vice disco music. It was just playing.
Oh, that's Call of Duty.
Is it?
Yeah, the Warzone. They got like an 80s theme going on.
Oh,
Sounded like,
I saw that. They brought in Rambo and John McCain.
Yeah, bro.
sounded like Minneapolis funk, man. I thought you were like in the gym working out in your spandex. Like pink and purple spandex, getting down to it. Let's go. Work it out. Oh, yeah.
What price do you think FTT is a good price to get in? FTT is something that you just want to accumulate. You don't have to worry about like major levels like FTT, BNB, even Bitcoin. Like they're all things that you want to accumulate. Dollar cost average into them. Hold on to them for a longer period of time. The key levels on this chart are obviously the monthly VWAPs and the pivots. So like all these levels are very important.
They brought in Call of Duty. They got Bruce Willis.
It's a character. It's John McCain basically. It doesn't look exactly like Bruce Willis, but it's pretty close.
You mean McClane?
McCain, or is it McLean?
McLean.
McLean. Sorry, McLean. McCain's the
McCain-
fucking president.
No, the senator. He was a
Or senator. He tried to be president. Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
You got that wrong just to make us feel old, Deja. That's what you
Yeah,
did.
exactly. Hey, that movie's not that old. I watched that movie.
Yeah, you're like, oh, sorry, I wasn't born when that was out.
Yeah.
You old bastards.
I was just thinking about the senator. But yeah, these are all important levels. 36, 34, 26, or 27, 21, 14.
Sun Power looks like it wants to go. Tesla.
What are these indicators? Those are our premium indicators. If you check the playlist that I was mentioning on YouTube, it's Deja Vu Trading. Go to playlist, and there's a whole playlist of the indicators. They do a bunch of different things, so I can't just say like exactly what they do. They all do different things. But if you check those videos out, they'll go over them. The most popular ones in order would be the Auto SR, the Trading Suite, and then the Momo. Big buys coming in on Bitcoin again. The monthly Discord is $199, quarterly is $499, and then we have a $30 tier for Discord as well. That comes with the analysis. We plan on having a Memorial Day sale, so be on the lookout for that. That'll be in what, couple weeks? ES is flying right now.
Yeah, I'm getting paid on my Q's butterfly.
Just so the first one was the Auto SR. Auto SR, the Oasis Trading Suite, and then the Momo. Let me see if I miss any messages. For which bot can you use these scripts? I think you mean which, like broker? We use TradingView. They're only available on TradingView. Is XRP a thing to buy? If you're in the US, you can't buy them from a lot of exchanges. I think they looked pretty decent recently, though. It broke out of this triangle bearishly, obviously, with the nuke. But if we reclaim the monthly VWAP around like 135, doesn't look terrible. Could be a massive double bottom. What is my first thought on Wing? Never heard of Wing. Looks like it's fairly new. You have a bunch of support, tons of pivots, monthly VWAPs. Basically this entire area down here are important levels. And you can see that's right where we bounced off of. So you're holding a lot of support right now. The problem is this support is pretty damn deep. Like if you bought it here, that's a 30 to 40% drawdown. The $30 tier is great anyway, and one day I recovered with the signals. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I try to push out as much analysis as I can. It's been a little slow lately, so not as much. But I still find some charts that I like. Monthly VWAP above you is going to be a little bit of resistance around 2650, 3380 as well. Those are important levels. But yeah, right now you're sitting on a lot of support. Can I check Turex? What is Turex? Let's see. Not a whole lot of data to go off of on this. Looks like you're just in a very strong downtrend, a lot of sell pressure. Every single time it tries to push higher, it gets sold off. Yeah, there's not much you can do here. It has a Momo pinch bearish, meaning you don't want to trade against that. Typically has a very high strike rate, so that probably should go lower. If it can hold above like 980 on the next pullback, it might have a chance to bounce. Kind of around this area here. But yeah, lots of sell pressure. Every single time it tries to push up, it gets sold off. Not typically something you want to buy. Yes, having a little strong push here. Is Neo breaking out yet? Come on, Neo. Retail airlines coming back. Silver coming back a little bit. Yeah, the pivots don't take into account any of that, Fez. The pivots don't take into account fractals in the formula. If they look similar, it's just by coincidence. Let's see. You got a small bag yesterday. You trade the Bitcoin side. For which one, Alan? Oh, for Wing. I gotcha. Yeah, you got to be careful, man, trading the Bitcoin pairs. It's funny that that's all we used to do back in the day. Back in 2017, 2018, that's all people did was trade the Bitcoin pairs. And then the USD markets started getting a lot more volume, and people switched over to the USD markets because they liked the fact that they weren't tied to Bitcoin as closely. Yeah, Pancho, no problem, man. If you're really new to trading, man, check out my How to Trade playlist on YouTube. It will get you up to speed with a lot of the stuff that I talk about on stream. Wing is a good project. Surprised it didn't recover that much yet, but could be a good buy, definitely. Jerome said. Appreciate it. Yeah, Pancho, if you made a bunch of money on Doge, I definitely would be investing in other things. This is aggr.trade. It is a aggregator. It aggregates big orders. If you have Bookmap is also really helpful. If you guys are scalpers, if you guys like scalping Bitcoin or you guys like this kind of data, there is a program. It's free. It's called Bookmap. It's spelled exactly the way it sounds. I think it's bookmap.com. It might be bookmap.org or something. I don't know exactly what the website is, but if you look up like Bookmap program for crypto, it should come up. And you can connect that to BitMEX, or I think you might be able to connect it to other platforms as well. And it shows you like a heat map. There's also a program called Trading Light that does that as well. They're a very good program as well.
Yo, mine, bro, what? MNMD just got a chat candle.
MindMed.
Yep.
Oh yeah, pumped. Nice, Alan. It'll pull back here on ES. Here we go. This might finally be the move on Neo. High day on Neo. See if we can break this level.
NQ's moving along with ES too.
Nice cigars. That's funny. Nice doodle. I did warn you guys a lot on stream, Doodle. So hopefully you guys were able to fucking protect a lot of your capital from that crypto dump. Hey, Doodle, I saw your sub just coming. I appreciate that, man. I don't have my alerts anymore. I need to get those alerts reset up. Yeah, I'm currently in Neo. I've got some shares. I should be waiting for it to break this level, but because the other growth stocks are seeing a lot of momentum, I'm kind of getting in a little early here. I think it's going to break this level, but we'll see. It's a really strong resistance that it hasn't been wanting to break. Yeah, Doodle, it's nice having you, man. You're one of the first 2018 guys. Back in the golden days. You guys know I talk about monthly VWAP a lot on stream. And this is a good example. These dots right here, that's monthly VWAP. Like these are all the monthly VWAPs. This was the monthly VWAP from April. So that's where the monthly VWAP closed on April. So this is basically where the volume weighted average price throughout all of April closed. That's a big level, right? So look at how far away Ethereum was getting. And if I pull this up, we can actually see I think the colors are actually, yeah, the colors are actually broken. Let me put that back. So this is the current monthly VWAP. Like that's the running average. So that would be where we closed on April, and this would have been May's. So what is it? May 20th? We have about 10 days left. So this is going to close probably somewhere around here. So moving forward, that's going to be a big resistance unless we reclaim that. And this will be the first time since February, March, that we opened up below the previous monthly VWAP. So basically this entire run here, we've been above the monthly VWAP. So it's been very healthy, very bullish. And now we're going to, well, we still have 10 days, so it's kind of hard to predict. But if it stays below this level, we're going to open up below that monthly VWAP. So it's going to be a little bit bearish. But then if we reclaim that level around 3,500, 3,400, that will be like the first sign that we're going to go higher, back into the all-time high. But for now, as long as we hold on to that level right around 2,300, this should be a very strong bounce. You're also bouncing off a pivot as well. There's also a weekly pivot here. No, it's putting in a weekly. There is no current weekly. But yeah, that daily pivot is very clean. But always keep an eye on those VWAP levels. Kind of like if we look at ES, the S&P 500. Look at these dots all the way up. These are the monthly VWAPs, right? Holding above the level, trending up, all the way up. We opened up below it here, which was a little bearish, but then we broke above it, retested it, very bullish. Same thing here. We're kind of chopping through it, but we're still above it, so we're still slightly bullish. Where is the current monthly VWAP? So the current monthly VWAP is going to be right around where the previous month is. So it's basically distribution. We're distributing for 2 months in the same area. Fez, it's one of the free ones. It's called 3-day VWAP because I'm not allowed to change the name. Like, TradingView doesn't let me change the name. But if you use the 3-day VWAP indicator and just change it to 1 month, type in 1 capital M, it will give you the monthly VWAP. And then if you go into the settings, go to style, and you could change the plot to circles instead of a line. Yeah, you can use the default one. The default one doesn't have the closes, though. So the built-in, if we use VWAP here... Oh, they actually added it. Okay. Look at them. They actually added some deviation bands. Did they add a close? No, there's no close. So they added deviation bands but no close. And where is the setting? You would have to put this on 1 month. Yeah, it doesn't seem to work the same way. Yeah, dude, I'm the same way, man. I don't think it's like fully bearish yet, but I definitely think we are coming to an end of the bull cycle. And at the end of the day, who cares, right? Like that bull cycle was so long. It has to end at some point. Looks like everything's pulling back a little bit here. Thoughts on URG? Looks pretty good. Those are
Yeah,
the most important levels above us, 171, 181. It's funny they all line up 151 there. Big supports around 137 and 130. Not a whole lot of momentum on this breakout. Momentum's kind of decreasing here. You are in a really strong uptrend though. I'd say as long as that trend holds, you would be targeting 171, 181. It's already failed this area once though. Kind of twice. So there's a lot of sellers up here you gotta watch out for. Yeah, it's like I was saying back in 2018, Doodle. Like, we talked about how 90% of those shit coins were not going to do anything. They were just going to bleed out. And they were going to be way, way lower than they were at the time in the next few years. And if you go back and look at all those shit coins that we used to trade back in 2018, very, very slim amount of them still are heavily traded. You know what I mean? Like the dinosaurs, XLM, ADA, Litecoin, Ethereum, right? Like all the big name guys, they survived. But like, look at Dragon Chain, fucking Encash, Einsteinium, library credits. Like, you remember all these dog shit names we used to trade?
You had to pick Dragon Chain, didn't you?
I did, yeah. You reminded me of it.
I got wrecked on Dragon Chain.
I think everybody did. We all fell for the fucking Disney bullshit.
Like I lost all my life savings.
Yeah.
And then I met this girl from Romania.
Sounds a lot like somebody I know.
So I see what's going on here. Okay, now. Give me a
You know
second,
I'm messing with you, brother.
Just gonna walk out this 4-story window, pick myself up, and come back upstairs 1 second.
But no, all those dog shit crypto coins, the shit coins, very few of them survived. And if they did survive, they're down like 90% from where they were. It'll be like that in the next few years. You'll have a new set of dinosaurs, right? Like BNB, FTT, Solana, Cake. What are some other big names? Doge. Like, these are all going to become the new dinosaurs. And then all these other names that nobody trades, they're all just going to go to shit. Sushi might survive. Sushi's another big one. I can't believe Sushi got rugged. And the guy felt bad about rugging it, gave the money back, and now people still trade that coin. It's crazy.
That's gonna be shit.
What's the first rule of Rug Club? Don't feel bad about fucking rugging. Like if you're gonna rug people, you already planned it out. Like you're already a dickhead, you know what I mean? You've already planned the entire thing out. You've initiated it, and then you've rugged people, and then you feel bad after it. Rugged is like scams. Like people put their money in these coins that they think are going to go up, but actually the guy who made the coin he's the guy who holds most of the coins, or he holds a lot of the liquidity, so he can pull it out whenever he wants, and it rugs people. It takes all their money.
Like pulling the rug up from under you.
Yeah. But now it's just a term that traders use as like a you got fucked. Like you got rugged. Like what Bitcoin did yesterday, that was a rug. Like people got rugged. 800,000 people got rugged. This candle liquidated 800,000 people.
You think Tesla's drop has anything to do with the whole Bitcoin thing?
I mean, probably partly because they do have a lot of Bitcoin, but it's not like a huge portion of their balance sheet. But yeah, I definitely think it's partly to do with it. I think mainly it's the headline that came out recently that said they were backed up heavily. I think they have like 10,000 orders or something that they're backed up on.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I still haven't heard about my Lucid.
Sounds like you got rugged, man.
Because they don't make cars.
Yeah.
They have a cool website though. That's about it.
Can I buy stock on Tasty? There's no options for something. Can you just buy stock on it?
Oh yeah, you can. When you click on something on Tasty, you see on the top it says like bid and ask.
Yep.
You just click on one of those, and then it brings up the
Ah.
shares on the bottom left, and you just update the quantity.
Sweet, sweet. Okay, cool. Excellent. Nice one.
Bitcoin Daily's putting in a new blue pivot. We haven't had a blue pivot since September 6th of 2020. So almost a year. You can see how long that blue pivot is. That's because no blue pivot came in since then. So this is trying to bottom. We're finding a lot of support here. That orange pivot, man, we called it out in Discord when it happened. I think me and Dime talked about it. That orange pivot came in, and that's the first orange pivot since November 2020. So that was a big area to pay attention to. You had that pivot come in there, which created the top. You never reclaimed it, and now we're nuking. So we'll see if this blue pivot can be the bottom. The 12-hour has already put in the pivot. So it's trying to bounce a little bit. Oh, here's the weekly pivot I was talking about. It's not on Ethereum, it's on Bitcoin. So we are still holding that 38,000 big level. What do I think about heat maps? Is it worth it to look at? They are helpful when you're scalping. I don't think they're very helpful when you're swing trading. I used to look at Bookmap and Trading Light. Those are the heat map services I was talking about earlier. I used to look at those when I used to scalp, but I don't really scalp anymore, so I don't think they're that helpful.
Why did AT&T tank?
Their stock is dog shit. It's one of the choppiest stocks like since inception.
They gapped down pretty hard a couple days ago.
Look at the like weekly on that stock. It's dog shit.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's one of the worst big name companies. It probably is the worst price action wise.
Jesus Christ.
Basically, just don't trade AT&T.
Tesla's ripping into close.
Tesla's ripping into weekly resistance. It's already lost it. It's gonna die to like 500. And Elon Musk is a cunt, so. Am I allowed to swear on stream? Sorry.
No, I never cuss, Keytoy.
Fuck YouTube.
I didn't know whether
Come on.
your YouTube is like classed as like not for children or whatever. I don't know.
Bitch ass motherfuckers.
Oh, everyone's having a fucking go now, are they?
No,
Jesus.
I got demonetized like the first 10 minutes of every stream. Hey Frank, when did that happen, Doodle? That thing you're talking about with XPS, is that recent?
Whoa. Look at the last half hour on laser.
Yeah, Gars buy Verizon instead. That chart's dog shit too.
Laser's fucking melting upwards.
What's going on? They get like a deal or something?
I don't know.
Let's go AMD. Everything's ripping.
AMD bounced right off that level it had to. If you look at the weekly, it's saving itself from a massive head and shoulders.
Yeah, I had a dark pool print a couple days ago that I called out. That was like an $80 or I forgot. It was one of the 80s. Strike.
Are you still in Verizon, Agars? What's funny, Agars, is Digital. He hasn't come back to stream since he showed us Verizon and it fucking nuked.
I guess there's speculation with laser and Tesla because Tesla's Model Y was spotted testing LiDAR.
Digital sold us his bags, man.
Smart guy.
Yeah. It's like the only play that he's given on stream that didn't work. And of course it was the one that I took.
Yeah, you got to be fair to the guy. He did pick a load of decent.
Dude, he called out like 15 different things and they all went up like massive percentages.
How is Sundial always like have the most volume on most time frames? I feel like people shouldn't be trading it that much. I sort on TradingView and their screeners by volume. And Sundial just always seems to be number one.
David, it doesn't really matter if Elon's right or not. He's a massive hypocrite in that instance. You guys have to research what goes into making electric vehicles. Look at what lithium mines look like. Look at what they do to the planet. He can't say that he is hating on Bitcoin because of the energy consumption. It's very hypocritical. a lot of Bitcoin is also mined renewably.
That's my Tesla analysis.
Verizon's losing a daily pivot. Doesn't look too good. 2 minutes until the equities close, and look at what Bitcoin's doing. Look at what Bitcoin does when equities closes. It's hilarious. It's almost every day now. Equities is closing and Bitcoin's pumping. Neo just will not break this 3460 level. Oh, that was the day before the major dump, Doodle. It's an okay close, Mucky, because typically when ES ranges, or not ranges, sorry, when ES trends in one direction, and then it only switches direction on the right before the close, it will typically go in the same direction that it was previously going in. It does that a lot. Because it's mainly just profit taking. So like if it's trending upward, they're just profit taking, and then it will typically keep going the next day. You see a lot of gaps like this on SPY, where SPY will like trend heavily, and then it will nuke right on the close, and then it will gap up.
Neo's just like fighting that 50% of the run, man.
I know.
It's just sitting right under its long-term support. It's just lost, and it's just trying to get back above, man.
Yeah, I bought it
Not
a
doing
little
very
early.
well.
I'm putting a little bit extra faith into it.
Well,
We'll see.
seems like a what you call that? A descending triangle, a wedge, or whatever,
Is it ever
coming down on the
$50 off?
daily.
Yeah, it could be.
The place to buy it off the bottom there. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
It's the
guys
higher
ever get,
risk place to play it, but it's better if it pulls off. You know. Go on, see. Sorry, man.
do you guys ever get pissed off when you're looking at your portfolio balance and it's like ends in 96, 98, and you're like, God damn it, just go over.
I try not to look at my balance.
When it's like 996 and 69 cents, and you're like, just go over. By like $3, it would move like 5 numbers, and you're like, just go over.
Why mine other coins? A lot of other coins have better, I don't know how the mining works, but like you get more coins for the same efficiency. I think it's more profitable to mine other coins. But I've never mined, so I have no idea. Blackster said, looking like Bitcoin is forming a descending triangle in 15-minute. It's definitely putting in a bear flag, for sure. It's not a descending triangle. Descending triangle would have a flat bottom. But it does look like a bear flag. Descending triangle is like this. Lower highs, but a flat bottom.
I'm going to see a perfect bulldog breakout. Look at the 15-minute on the symbol I just posted, Shell X, SHLX.
Chillax.
So that would be descending. This is ascending. SHLX.
Yeah. I want Stonk's opinion on this.
Oh, on the 15-minute. I was on the daily.
Yeah, I mean, long term, I kind of like it
Yeah,
too.
you got a little bulldog, flat top bulldog. It's funny, Dime tagged me in something on Twitter today, and a guy has the same exact pattern. He calls it a dragon, but it's
Huh.
because it has a tail. So, like, imagine the bulldog that we trade, right? But you add a tail to it, and there's like an accumulation. So it's like a backwards bulldog with the bulldog head. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's interesting.
But yeah, he calls it a dragon. Like that's the dragon's tail, legs, back, head. The same exact pattern, just adding a tail to it. And it's basically what I call the higher strike rate bulldog, the bulldog that comes off of a bottom, not a top. It's the same thing as what he would call a dragon. You drew it from the top. Oh, you're talking about like a much longer term triangle. Still not sure what you're looking at though. Maybe a higher time frame, but 15-minute I don't really see it. We have a camel, Frank. A camel is when a bulldog has two backs. That would be a camel. And then we have a snake. We also have a giraffe. We also have an elephant. You guys think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
OTG Zoo.
This is an elephant when it has a double head. Because this would be the head, this would be the trunk. Gold turned into an elephant. So gold started out as a bulldog. Perfect bulldog, by the way. The most perfect bulldog I've ever seen. And then it turned into an elephant. So here's the bulldog. We called this out on the summary markets too. We called this out on our weekly watch list. Turned into an elephant, and then it ripped. You see the elephant, guys? That's the head. This is the trunk. He's lifting his trunk, and then it's ripping. Maybe he's like spraying water out or something. I don't know. Whatever fucking elephants do with their trunks. Yeah, if you guys ever hear us say bulldog, this is what we mean. Double bottom, curved back, pop up, and then a little bull flag. It looks like a dog. These are the legs. That's the head. This kind of a bulldog, when it has legs like this, when they're two candles, very, very high strike rate. This is literally the most textbook example you can find. It can have multiple, like, candles. Like, it could have, like, a bunch of candles. Like, say there's, like, a bunch of candles in here. And then it curves, and then it puts in a bunch more candles. It can still do that. This is not as good. This is really clean. Because it's telling you that the buyers are there. You test the level, boom, buy up. Test the level again, boom, buy up. The buyers are really strong. Yeah, sorry, Doodle. The bot will block that. Let me check this out. I see what you're saying. You're looking at it as more of a higher, more candles. You're using more candles than I was. The problem with drawing it like this is I hate drawing patterns like that leave a lot of space. It's called air. You're like leaving air in your pattern. You typically want to have as little air as possible. So like if you're drawing a descending triangle like this, you're leaving a lot of air. But if you drew a descending triangle like this, Like maybe it was same thing, bottom. But then you had the tops right here. And we kind of were pushing up, down, up, down, up, down, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of air there. That's not bad though. It's the same mentality. Putting in lower highs with a strong support. So if it keeps putting in lower highs, then yeah, you're correct. It's the same exact pattern. It starts sounding like astrology. Yeah, it does. It does sound like astrology when you name all the animals. They work though, man. If it makes money, it makes money. That's all that matters. I don't even know how to say that word, Alan. Where do you place your trade on a bulldog? You can either buy the double bottom, expecting it to turn into a bulldog, or you can buy the head. Buying the head is typically safer. I would only buy the bottom, anticipating the bulldog, if it looked like gold. Like if the first leg is really strong and the back is perfectly curved, then you can buy it down here, expecting it to turn into a bulldog. Other than that, you typically want to buy the head. You want to buy here. But you'll start seeing these. They're very common. They're getting more and more common. It's funny. But you'll start recognizing these before they happen. Like you'll start seeing a bottom come in, and then you'll start seeing that perfect curved back forming, and you're like, oh shit, that's actually a bulldog. And then if it starts to double bottom, you'll feel you'll feel comfortable that that's going to be a reversal. There used to be really good examples on Tesla. I used to love the bulldog. It doesn't really do it anymore. You had one here. A little choppier. But if you would have bought the head there, you would have had a really nice move. It just ended up failing. And then you had, I think all the other ones were like 4 hours, so they're going to be hard to find again. But he used to do it quite often. Are you able to use leverage on commodities like gold, silver, wheat? Yeah, I think there are certain exchanges that will give you leverage. They're probably... I know a lot of forex exchanges have like commodities on there as well. Or you can just trade the futures. There's futures contracts that have massive leverage on gold and silver, wheat, all that stuff. Hey, Keto, I saw that. Appreciate it. I see them pop up on my OBS, but there's no alerts. You guys don't get the love you deserve. I think I have the alerts set up. Where are they? I don't know if the slot machine will work. It's crazy how much these things have bounced from the lows. A lot of coins have bounced like 80 to 100% from the lows. Absolutely disgusting. Like I said, man, keep an eye on like BNB, FTT, the exchange coins. They typically do very well. They recover very quickly from big Bitcoin sell-offs normally.
All right, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, have a good one. I'm about to close the stream down as well, guys.
And that's the-
Yeah, we're gonna call it a stream on that, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for all the subs and resubs. You guys are awesome. If you guys are new to my Twitch or my YouTube, make sure to check out the YouTube, subscribe. Go to the How to Trade playlist if you guys want to learn how to read charts kind of the way that I do. There's 20 videos in that playlist that will go over a bunch of different techniques. I have them in order, so if you want to watch them in the easiest order to understand, watch them in the way that I've put them in the playlist. You can skip videos if they're techniques that you don't really like, but I would recommend watching them in that order. I do stream 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. So like I said, if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to follow on Twitch, follow on Twitter. And I will be streaming again tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, so I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't stream on Saturday and Sunday, but I do release a weekly watch list every Sunday. So make sure you guys watch out for that as well if you're new. That typically comes out around like 4 to 5 p.m. on Sunday, Eastern. But yeah, that's it. If you guys are in Discord, I will be posting analysis later today, probably around 10 o'clock. So make sure you look out for that. I'm going to look through some altcoin charts, but most likely not going to post any in the analysis unless I see something I really like. Because I think Bitcoin still has not decided a direction, and I don't want to get you guys looped in these altcoins. So I'll take a look at charts. If it looks really good, I'll post it, but most likely just going to stick to equities for now. But yeah, appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to hit the like button on YouTube, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.